Some years ago I did a video about one of the better ways to protect your RV tires. One of them was to get them up off the ground. Here you see they got some concrete blocks and then a rubber pad and the wheel sitting on top of that. The other was to cover the tire and keep the direct sunlight off of it. Well, I've got covers. I bought these a while ago when I bought this RV, and they were originally kind of a light gray. I got a pile of them here. Kind of hard to see. There you go. It's a little better representation of the color. But you can see the sunlight has faded them pretty bad. And I thought the gray would go good with, you know, this particular RV color. But now that they faded, I don't really think that was the best option. So what I'm going to do, I've got some paint left over, some Rust Oleum. What is this? Rust Oleum oil-based protective enamel. I don't know exactly what would be the right type of paint for this application, painting a synthetic canvas type material, but we're going to give it a try, and we're going to paint these black, or try to, see how they come out. Well, there's the front face of it anyway. That didn't turn out too bad. I think that oil-based paint will work pretty good. I can't really do the front face and the top edge. I'll have to fold it in because there's a lip on the back there. But what I did is I went around and did the seam, and tried to do over the seam. So when I flip that over, or I don't know, maybe hang it on the tire or something to get that outer edge, I won't have to worry about, you know, the seam needing to be done and having an issue there if I have to fold it over and then missing a part of it or something like that. In other words, if I fold this up like this to do the outer edge, if the seam's not already painted, when you fold that up, it's going to leave a portion in that edge there that's not, that won't be able to get, the paintbrush won't be able to reach it. So we'll let this dry a little bit, see how it turns out once it's dry enough to the touch. I got a couple spots there that are pretty wet. In the meantime, this is I laid one of these out just to kind of keep from getting a bunch of paint on the grass and stuff. Unfortunately, I spilled the paint can, so that kind of defeated the purpose. But in any case, you can kind of see how much this is faded from this portion to how it looks up there. So that's the reason why I thought maybe I would paint these rather than ordering a whole new set of them, spending, you know, 120, 150 bucks on a new set of wheel covers. So we'll let this dry, and we'll come back here a little bit later and try to finish this outer edge, see how we do. That little can of paint, it's not going to be near enough to do all four of these. That's probably going to be just enough to do one, I'm thinking, because it's like 3/4 empty now. So, well, just doing a little bit of evaluating of my supplies that I have here for this this paint, and the amount of time it's taken for this to dry. It's been about 10 minutes. It's tacky to the touch, but there's some areas there towards the top, like up in this region here, that the paint went on pretty thick. So I'm definitely not going to have enough paint in that little can even to finish this. It might have enough to do half of the ring around the outside if I fold that out, but it's not going to be enough to finish it. So what I'm going to do, so I can get a video out for Thursday, I'm going to wrap this one up here, and this kind of gives you an idea of what it'll look like anyway. It's going to work, it'll work fine, just need more paint and a little more time. I've got some other things I have to do today, so I'm going to set this aside, let it dry, and get another can of paint. We'll finish this up and maybe make another video of the finished product and have it once it's put back on the trailer. So tune back in. I guess I didn't intend on this being a two-part video or taking this long or running out of supplies, but tune back in and I'll make another video once this is finished and what they look like, how they turned out. So you can definitely see that on these seams here, that was the main concern that I had, you know, how it was going to take on the seams, and it did just fine there. So like I said, I'm going to leave this here, and we'll come back on another video here in a little bit, in a couple days. Thanks for watching.